It was my best friend's birthday party. A giant cake sat on the table covered in colorful sprinkles. I took a bite, excited for the sugary treat. Moments later, my stomach felt like a twisted balloon animal. I didn't know it then, but that was my first experience with gluten intolerance. Life as I knew it was about to change. Gone were the days of carefree pizza parties and buttery croissants. My doctor confirmed the diagnosis celiac disease. Suddenly, I had to navigate a world of gluten-free, a term I barely understood. Fear and confusion swirled in my mind. What could I eat? Would I ever enjoy food again? My parents, though supportive, grappled to understand the severity of my condition. It was the beginning of a long and challenging journey. School became an obstacle course of temptation and judgment. The aroma of freshly baked cookies in the cafeteria was torture. Lunchtime was the worst. My gluten-free sandwiches, often just sad lettuce wraps, were met with disgusted stares and whispers. "What's wrong with her food?" I'd overhear. Some kids called me allergy girl or pretended I was contagious. The isolation was crushing. Food, once a source of joy, became a constant reminder of my difference. I just wanted to fit in, to eat what everyone else ate, to not have to explain myself constantly. But with each snide remark and awkward encounter, I retreated further into myself, carrying the heavy weight of my invisible illness. Sticking to a gluten-free diet was hard, really hard. Temptation lurked everywhere. Birthday parties, holidays, even just hanging out with friends. Food was always involved. And it wasn't just about the food itself. It was about the social aspect, the feeling of belonging that came with sharing a meal with others. Reading labels became second nature. Cross-contamination was a constant worry. Eating out was a gamble, often ending in disappointment or worse, accidental gluten exposure and the inevitable aftermath. It was exhausting. I felt like I was missing out on a fundamental part of life. The spontaneity, the shared experiences, the simple pleasure of indulging without a second thought. It's amazing how something as basic as food could become such a source of stress and anxiety. Section 4. One bite too many. It was my senior prom night. The air buzzed with excitement. Everyone looked stunning, ready to celebrate. And there I was, feeling like an outsider once again. As I watched my friends enjoy slices of the celebratory cake, my resolve crumbled. One bite. That's all I told myself. One tiny bite wouldn't hurt, right? Wrong. It started with a tingling sensation, then came the familiar cramping, followed by a wave of nausea. I snuck away from the dance floor, my body betraying me once again. In that moment, as I sat alone in the dimly lit hallway, I felt a surge of anger. Anger at myself, at my body, at this condition that seemed determined to control my life. It was a turning point. Section 5. The price of defiance. The consequences of that one bite were swift and severe. Hours of agonizing stomach pain followed by days of fatigue and brain fog. It was a harsh reminder that gluten, no matter how tempting, was not my friend. It was my enemy, and I had to treat it as such. That night at prom was a wake-up call. I realized that trying to be normal wasn't worth the pain and suffering it caused. I had to accept my reality and find a way to thrive within the confines of my gluten-free life. It was time to stop focusing on what I couldn't have and start appreciating what I could. Time to stop comparing myself to others and embrace my unique journey. Time to find my gluten-free tribe. Section 6. Finding my gluten-free tribe. My journey to acceptance wasn't easy. There were tears, frustrations, and moments of doubt, but slowly I began to find my footing. I discovered online communities filled with people who understood my struggles. I connected with local support groups and discovered a whole new world of gluten-free restaurants and bakeries. I learned to advocate for myself, to educate others about celiac disease, and to navigate social situations without feeling like a burden. Most importantly, I learned to love food again. I experimented with new recipes, explored different cuisines, and discovered that gluten-free didn't have to mean flavor-free. Today, I embrace my gluten-free lifestyle. It's not a limitation, but a part of who I am. It's a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and the power of community. And while I wouldn't wish celiac disease on anyone, I'm grateful for the lessons it's taught me and the strength it's given me. Because in the end, it's not about the food we eat, but the life we live. And I choose to live mine to the fullest, gluten-free and all.